even though my son, O'Shea Jr., you know, he's working constantly. He's in Spain right now.
Yeah, he is. That's That's amazing that he's just carrying on. That's beautiful.
It is.
That must make you very proud.
Man, it's like the best. One guy asked me, you know, how does it feel seeing your son, you know, straight out of Compton and you know, does so well? I said it's like winning the Super Bowl on a team, and then your son comes and win the Super Bowl for that same team. That's the feeling. I don't know if anybody has ever had that feeling, but it seems like that's how I feel. It's like I won with NWA, and he won with NWA.
That's amazing. And what a perfect person to play. I mean, who would be better to play you? It's
Exactly.
Perfect. It's perfect.
I mean, before he, you know, decided to take the movie, I would take him on tour with me, and we was doing that anyway. He would jump on stage, he would do Dope Man, and you know, I'm like, yo, this is my son, you know, and I'm like, man, he got that swagger up here. You know what I mean? Remind me of a young me. Okay, so when it was time to do the movie, when it was really a go, I went to him and I said, hey man, this NWA movie looked like it's gonna go. He was like, cool, man. That's good. Good luck, man. That's great. Like, hold on. I said, I want you to play me. He was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, that was too easy. You know what I mean? That was like, you know, he was like, okay. And he just kept on walking. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I said, I got to see if he's serious or he's just, you know, saying okay just to say okay, but it's a hell of a lot of work. So I started putting him through the ringer a little bit. You know, I was like, hey man, we got an acting coach for you. You know, LA, you need to go down there on Thursday. You know, you need to be there at this time and that, boom, boom, boom. It's like, oh, all right. And he would go. And I'm like, okay, he's starting to go. But is he just going? Is he participating? Is he into it? You know, boom. So I said, I'm going to try something else. I sent him to New York to a guy for you know, training, acting. I'm like, I'm going to send him all the way to New York and see if he'll do that. Because that's when he'll bail. Be like, I don't, you know, I got something to do. So he got on the plane, flew to New York, worked with this cat. Flew back. Now, when he flew back, I was checking him out, seeing what he was doing. You know, we was far from actually casting a movie at that time. And then he was like, he came up, he was like, I'm going to go work with my coach today. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, me and my acting coach, we're going to get together. We're going to do a couple of things. So I'm like, he's into it. Yeah. So then I let him do that. So now I have to approach Gary Gray. Now, Gary Gray is the director of Straight Outta Compton. He also directed Friday, and he directed It Was a Good Day. You know, these are some of my biggest projects. And when I told him, he was like, yeah, man, it's cool. You know, he was thinking about who we going to get to play him. I said, okay, guess who I want to play Ice Cube? He was like, who? I said, my son. He was like, Cube. He said, what the fuck, man? I thought we was making a real movie, man. I said, we are making a real movie. What you talking about? I said, he's going to be great in it. He's going to be great. If you get the part, he'll have to audition and Universal will sign off on him. But you're going to work with him. Just like John Singleton worked with me. You know what I mean? John put me in Boys in the Hood. I didn't act. I wasn't no actor. I was just a rapper. And he saw something in me, put me in the movie, and he helped me through it. And the rest is history. And you're going to do the same thing. And he was like, wow. So, make a long story short, it's audition time, screen test time. Now, my son go in there, and he said he got pissed off because there's 5 other fucking Ice Cubes there to audition. He's like, these dudes think they're about to take this. He said, man, I felt like I had the family name on my back. I had to go in there and house this shit. And he said, you know, when he left the screen test, Donna Langley from Universal called me and it was like, your son was great. He was actually the best one, and we're going to sign off on it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's cool. Cool story.
That's a great story. It's a great story the way you made him do it, too. That's so smart.
He worked harder than any of the other actors, like 2 years of grinding, because, you know, the coach's son always, he get it the worst.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
And it was no different on this movie. You know?
Of course.
I had to make sure that he won, and he set up himself for a career in this game.
That's amazing.